What's up, guys? This is Chuck Bass for CardRunners once again, and today we are continuing on my series of the most interesting hands I've recently played. Originally, I was planning to make this a monthly thing, but then I got sick for 3 months and was playing pretty poorly for another couple after that, just because I was kind of out of touch and played a bit smaller just to get back in shape again. And I think I finally am. I'm about now, and I've got some pretty funny hands from the last couple of months. So I'm just gonna jump straight in. I got 13 different hands here. These are from very different tournaments, but these are basically all from really quite high stakes tournaments. For example, the first one right here is from a 530, and the opponents are, in a lot of cases, very good players as well. Some of these hands may seem like brag hands, but I also did make sure that I included a fair few hands that I also did end up losing. And I'm sure that whenever this gets published, the commentary box is just going to be filled by people saying that this is like the biggest spew video that they have ever seen. And that might be true. There is definitely quite a lot of spew here in these hands, but the purpose of this video should be more than anything just to be eye-opening about different lines you can take. Like there's a really old well on 2+2 that Phil Galfond wrote in like 2009 or something, and something that always kind of stuck with me was how he said about how he originally became really sick at poker, and it was because he had been talking to Tom Dwan, aka Durr, just like watching him play, and in some hand Durr had like a weak top pair or something facing a river bet, and like it had looked to feel as if Tom was pondering whether he can call the bet or not with the top pair, and then he just went for a raise instead, turning it into a bluff, which was pretty sick in 2009, not so much anymore, I guess. But that's basically what I'm trying to do here as well, because the standard lines only take you so far after all. It's so good if you can have a little bit of something else in your arsenal. But definitely, as a word of warning, just don't take this as your standard lines, because if you do, you're going to end up losing a massive amount of money. But if you can possibly inhale a little bit of this, what I'm about to present here, maybe it'll get you step out of the box a little bit more and help you make some possibly of a good place when the time is right. But the time definitely does have to be right, because these can fail quite hard. Anyway, enough rambling. I'm just gonna jump straight in. This is from the 888 monthly tournament that is called the Whale. It's a $530 buy-in, so it's quite big. It used to be really good value, but now everyone kind of knows about it, so it's just the same breaks and some stars pretty much. Anyway, so I opened the king jack on the bottom, so it's pretty standard. I got a guy in the big blind who I see with these stats, so he's really tight, as you can see. Basically, I should fold here, obviously, because he's basically always going to have it dominated here. But the thing is that when someone who's as tight as this guy, I mean, these are his stats from some other tournament, and now he's playing, I assume, a lot higher than he usually does. So I'm just going to have to assume that he's going to have an absolute monster here. So when someone just projects his range wide open to me right now before the flop's even been dealt, I don't think I can really fold, because it is going to be so easy to play against it. Basically, my plan should be to see if, like, kind of forget about my cards unless I actually hit two pair or something, but more just try to flop some kind of board where I can bluff him off his hand, because he's just going to have an overpair on like 7, 8, 9, and he's just going to fold it at some stage for sure, because no one's stacking off for 80 big blinds.